Okay, so last year, this time, about a few months ago actually, so it's been a year and a half, I bought myself a new laptop. So this one was at Asus A15. So I had MSI laptop. The MSI suggested that I don't want to talk about it. You can see the MSI video on top here, on no here or here somewhere. So you can see that. But this is about a 1 year review of using Asus TUF A15. So I have seen many people using it, including many of my friends and many of people like on the social media. This is one of the most popular laptop, and like what you can say, it's kind of like a mid-range, not too high tier, not like with the iGPU in the lower ends as well. This is a quite a mid-tier laptop. It has a Ryzen 5 4600H. I think now it has 5600H. I guess I'm not pretty sure. 4600H with a 1650 graphics card that has a 4 GB VRAM on it with a 8 GB RAM. It has a 144Hz anti-glare display and a fully customizable RGB key. That thing does cost quite a high amount in like few other companies, and even like in higher ends, they don't even let you customize the keyboard color and stuff. But Asus does. So I have researched before buying it. I actually researched about this laptop, and a few of my friends using it. One of my friends using the same variant as mine. Another friend is using a 3060 variant. Actually, it was I think it is F15, not F15, but whatever. It is like quite the same class. Should you buy this in 2024? So I bought this laptop for 50,000 Indian rupees, and I have not seen since this laptop price come to 50,000. It has always been 55,000. For now, if you're going to buy it, you can get a RTX 2050 laptop for 50,000, and if you wanna take someone's suggestion or my suggestion on it, you can like spend like 5 or 6k more to get like 3050 variant. So it's up to you, but I would suggest do not get a 1650 now in 2024. Get a 2050. It's the same. You can like search around in other companies, or you can also find Asus maybe on offers in offline stores and stuff. In offline store you can of course bargain a bit. But what about this laptop if you have bought this a year ago? So many people do complain that like gaming laptops get like old and stuff, and it doesn't work after a few months and stuff. Heating problem, there's lag issue, it just doesn't work. So in my case, you can see I have a PC as my primary setup, but this laptop, I have used this laptop in quite so many ways. I have used this as my editing rig for like 2 weeks when I was not home. I used this laptop for playing games like Spider-Man Miles Morales, Genshin Impact, but that's not a heavy game. Few times Valorant as well, few matches. One time I think Red Dead Online as well. Miles Morales a really nice FPS. I think high graphics 70 FPS or 60 FPS. I've also like used this to as a secondary PC, I mean secondary setup to stream on YouTube. So I was playing on my desktop and streaming through this thing, and many other heavy stuff also. 3D rendering in Illustrator, that is a really CPU and GPU intensive task. Also rendering videos, editing videos, many other editing software as well. I've been using this quite good, but of course not for all the work, but this have been a good way. So the pros and cons now. So the cons, because people wanna hear, yeah, do you not have any issues with this laptop? You've been using this. So this thing, the only con is if I use this for a prolonged amount of time, like saying 2 hours or 3 hours, I'm doing like watching like video, maybe not even videos. I think I haven't noticed YouTube videos. When I'm like editing something, playing games for like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. This part of the laptop, only this part, like the here the grill, you can see like this part gets quite hot actually. Not like you cannot touch it, because this is plastic, this is not metal. Different companies use different material. I have used the MSI laptop, it had metal. It get like boiling hot, you cannot even touch it, you cannot keep your hands near it. This thing has plastic, so it doesn't like get that much hot, but it gets pretty hot. That's the only actual con that I have. But the people who are complaining, they want a Ryzen 4000 series CPU and a 1650 graphics card to perform like a 3000 series graphics card with a like Ryzen 7 Gen. So you cannot compete with that thing because it is unrealistic. Do keep in mind what specs you have on your device before you start comparing. So this works as 1650 should. This works as a Ryzen 5 4600 should, and this is a 8 CPU. So this is not a super high powered, but this is quite powered. So if you wanna work editing work and stuff. And as I said, if you want to buy a new laptop, do not go for the 1650 variant because it's outdated. Of course it's outdated, but it still holds up if you have it for over a year. But if you want to looking for a new laptop, probably coming from a iGPU laptop or something, or you have you want a laptop to like move to a different place, so I would recommend buy the 2050 because they cost the same. And one thing that I changed in this laptop is I had a 8 GB RAM, so I installed that thing to it. It has 16 GB, and it I haven't been using that much of this laptop for the past week, and it's been only a week I installed 16 GB, but it have improved quite a bit from 8 GB, like doing multitasking with like browser open with Photoshop and stuff, different apps, different softwares open. Multitasking is a bit smoother now. This also has a 512 GB NVMe. It has a secondary M.2 slot, so you can actually put two TVs M.2 slot to totaling of a 4 TB. You can also replace the first M.2 if you want, so that's a good thing. It has of course a two fan design. And about the ports, well, the thing is this has also good amount of ports. It has three USB type, what it is, USB type A, a USB type C, a combined headphone mic jack, a HDMI cable, a Ethernet cable, and a charging port. And it have that weird Kensington lock that no one actually cares, like us consumers. This laptop, even after years, works really nice. Like if you wanna use this as a secondary rig, like I do, it's perfectly fine. If you are using it as a primary thing, it's perfectly fine as long it's get your job done. You cannot expect so much from a 1650 and a Ryzen 5 4600A. It's a 6 core 12 thread processor. It's a laptop, so you can carry it around anywhere you want. And as I said, I got this for 50k. For that time, it was a quite great deal. I mean, the other companies that have a 1650 variant with 8 GB RAM and stuff, either it had a 60 Hz panel, either a 120 Hz panel, but the CPU was of a 4 core CPU and stuff like that. So this deal was a really nice, and it has a quite gamery look, if you say so. And they say it has a military grade design. So I don't know about that, but it's heavy. Okay, I'm getting notification. It's heavy. Okay, it's quite heavy. And if you want to carry it every day, maybe it will pain your neck. I cannot say, but for me, it's yeah, of course, it's heavy, a bit heavy. Can hold it up with one hand, but for like over a like 30 seconds, it will be starting to pain your hand. So the pros, as I said, there's I don't have to even say pros. So everything is a pro in this thing. So if you wanna buy a new laptop, you can like get this of 30 50 or something, but about like after a year of using it, like it's amazing. If you have a laptop that you have been using this like a year, let me know down below what are you using for it, and have you upgraded your storage or RAM or something, how it's holding up till now, and what are the specs. Do I want to change this laptop? No, of course no. I recently upgraded my PC, and no, it's not happening. I will be using this laptop for few years. Like I do not need to like upgrade it because it does everything that I want. And yeah, I guess that will be it for this video, everyone. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.